seen this fail. And so if a member feels like the owner isn't active or doesn't care, they leave. And so a tactile minimum would just be like, put an alarm, make it part of your daily routine. And so on a small level, you can clear your notifications, DMs, report whatever content or, deal with content that people might have reported. Now, this is talking about school, but you can apply this to your own business, which is like, what am I doing every day to show up for my customers? And can I make that a repeated action that I do that's high value and high leverage? This also means like read the complaints every morning of customers who are dealing with issues. Because if you want to hide your head in the sand, you will be, well, I guess your head will be in the sand, and that will suck because then you'll get in your ears and your nose, and it's like, how are you going to live, right? It's a tough life. And so encourage the good behavior that you have, the people who follow what you want. People leave nice reviews, people leave nice testimonials. You want to tell people and say, good job. On the other hand, delete bad stuff and delete bad people. I cannot tell you how powerful deleting cancers is. Like if they do it in your body, you should do it in your community or your membership. Which leads me to number 11, which is a weekly call and a recording. And so live voice / face deepens relationships. And so recordings kind of just like let busy people keep up. There's very often that there's like weekly podcasts that have tremendous retention. It's just like, it's just enough. Like, and think about TV shows. Like obviously Netflix created the binge culture, but the vast majority of shows are like once a week. It's enough that people can keep up with it. And too many of these kind of like extra add-ons, people kind of revert to that one thing, and you want to make sure that the one thing they're consuming is the best one. So if you're unsure what kind of communication cadence to stick with, just default to like one big thing per week, and then like a best of post. Very simple. So it could be like weekly call and weekly post. That's all you have to do. Very, very simple within a community structure. Let's go number 12. So you want to add an annual plan with a discount. So the reason this works is that annual always has lower churn than monthly, and it's because you only need to decide one time rather than 12. And so annual buyers churn less. And even beyond the they can't cancel effect, right? So like, because they can't cancel because they already paid is one element of that. But the other element is just that like, typically those people are also more committed. They also got a lower rate. So there's a lot of, they're also more qualified because they paid more upfront. So there's a lot of and. So having that is valuable. Now, a common practice here is 16 or 17%, which usually buy 10, get 2.